A pedestrian is hit by a train. We know what you're thinking. We thought the same thing. Surely the person did not survive. We wondered how this could happen. Maybe it was a suicide or somebody had been drinking. A very different story emerged days after this accident in November. A 21-year-old college student on her way to work as a waitress was listening to music, paused as one train passed, but didn't see or hear the next one. Somehow, some way, Laura Trium survived. She is facing a long and difficult recovery, but she's alive.
You remember this one, Laura? Can you take these off?
Against all odds,
Just the green one.
Laura Trium is alive.
She looks great.
Ridiculous odds,
You can drop that if you need to.
the
I don't
kind
have to
even
put
the
it on.
boldest gambler in Vegas wouldn't risk.
Fought infections and a stroke and pneumonia. It's a blessing. It's a real blessing.
Right up here.
So improbable, her neurosurgeon
job.
could only say this.
We consider this a miracle, and we're blessed to be a part of it.
Good job.
You don't think you're going to hear that from a doctor.
Really, how often does someone survive getting hit by a train? 3 months ago, Laura stepped in front of a light rail train. Many believe she wouldn't make it to the hospital, or through the first night, or the next. Her parents urged us to show these photos. While the temptation is to look away, the pictures allow us to see what we don't see with a traumatic brain injury.
They went behind her ear. They came around to the back, and then they came up the middle of her head, and that was done on each side. The final operation took 8 hours.
Is anything hurting you today, Laura?
Considering all she's been through,
And grab the camera there.
all that she is doing is all the more remarkable.
The biggest asset for Laura is her age. Now bring your hand up to your nose. The older you get with injuries such as hers, the more difficult it is to progress, but she's rapidly improving.
She knows that she's in here and that she's going to get better and that she's still alive.
You're doing good, Laura. Now back to the camera.
Dubbed Laura the Warrior by friends, she goes to battle every day.
As fast as you can. That's great. Good job. Good job. I don't think any of us would ever know what it's like to be in her position. The things that we ask her to do are things that you and I would take for granted. You know, we just automatically do them, and for her, it takes all of her concentration and all of her energy to do it.
Everything is equally small and big, expected and unexpected.
And now you get to see, and I think Mary said this too, is you kind of get to see, okay, so what does God have in store? You know, and in a way, there's something very cool about that too, because you get to see, all right, what's going to happen?
Against all odds, Laura is still here.
I'm thanking God every night when I pray, and I say thank you because I can come in here and she gives me my kiss, and I can look her in the eye and I just tell her, you know, baby, you're still here with me, and so what's tomorrow going to bring? You know, I didn't lose her, and every day she's getting stronger. I love you very much.
Some great news today for Laura. Her trach was removed. She is breathing on her own. She even told her mother Happy Valentine's Day. Plus, it looks like she will be making the transition to Craig Hospital in just a few days. Her friends have set up a trust and a Facebook page to raise awareness and money to help with the medical bills. They are significant. All of that is posted on 9news.com.
When you see her do those small things, which you mentioned are big, you see hope, though.
You do, absolutely. I mean, it's just the fact she can see, understand, read, listen, respond to commands. And tomorrow night, we're going to hear from an off-duty firefighter who was on that train. He'll tell you everybody on that train that day, their life was forever changed. And he, in his experience, never believed she could survive.
And
she
now
did.
she's making progress daily. Incredible story.